In my opinion, XRP is poised to experience another massive bull market similar to the one it had in 2017. And if you were there, you'll know that this means XRP can really soar to percentages that nobody predicted it could in the coming year. I'll tell you why I think this is true and what you can do to take advantage of this bull run to its fullest. Before everything else, to kick things off, I'd like to show you what it was like in 2017 and 2016 before we started getting these huge candles every month. Reason being, it was really explosive, and I'll explain why I think something similar will happen in 2025, maybe even 2026. Having said that, the price behavior of XRP in 2016 was extremely similar to what we observed in November and October of this year. As you can see, XRP's trading activity was somewhat sluggish in November 2016, but it picked up steam in February 2017. In the first month, she saw a gigantic candle representing a 278% appreciation, then another candle representing a 137% appreciation, and finally, a candle representing a 378% appreciation. In order to demonstrate the degree to which these three candles are comparable and what it appears like we are currently experiencing, I will soon travel to 2025 and November of 2024. As a preamble, I should mention that after this, things began to slow down in May, with XRP only going up 7.78%. And then there was a rather severe correction in June, with a loss of over 36% for the month. The God candle, however, was visible in November towards the year's close, if we fast forward a few more months. I have something totally mind-blowing to show you. The fact that it increased by 818% makes me believe that similar developments are likely. The price of a coin increased from 25 cents to $2.85 in just 1 month. You can see that it actually rose a bit higher than that to about $3.84 per coin in some places in early December, before experiencing a huge correction. I also predict that something somewhat similar will happen in November of this year. I will now demonstrate my reasoning for holding that belief. Looking closely at this area, you can make out a chart that is quite similar to the one we saw earlier. The market had 3 months of strong price activity, a reasonable correction, then of course a gigantic rally later in the year, bigger than anything before. The percentages are almost same as well. Here we can observe that there was a 281% growth from October to November of 2024. Approximately a 7% increase the following month, and a 45% increase the month after that. With a 20% drop so far this month, we are eerily comparable to where we were all those years ago. So thinking about that, I am going to explain why I think that gold candle that came in November is likely. When did this price action originally appear? My question is, what exactly set this God candle in motion? All right then. If you happen to be absent at that period, it was due to the release of Ripple's XVIA and other products that would enable the incorporation of XRP into the financial industry. Put simply, the introduction of significant utility and extensive collaborations with banks were the key factors that caused XRP's price to appreciate tremendously. Therefore, it stands to reason that if we were to attempt a repeat performance, XRP will need to experience price appreciation and similar integrations into the banking sector and the fiat ecosystem. Since that is going to be the main reason why XRP may achieve these astronomical gains, 800% in a single month, or even 8 Shin value, this is definitely doable in my opinion. It is my firm belief that XRP will achieve this. As a first bit of news, I'd like to fill you in on everything that's been occurring with XRP and ETFs as of late. And let me be quite clear, once XRP ETFs begin to receive approval, I believe what's going to set off these huge rallies and maybe even let us get a single month with gains of 800%. That's what you may observe the impact on Bitcoin, Ray, as early as 2024 and continuing through the year with all of the Grayscale and BlackRock ETFs, which traded Bitcoin and inflows of billions of dollars daily. The amount of holders has increased tremendously, and more individuals are getting involved with XRP. Therefore, I do believe something similar will happen for XRP. This is also contributing to a dramatic increase in institutional interest. For instance, this news item is similar to others such as Nasdaq formally submitting a rule change proposal to the SEC in order to list and trade shares of the CoinShares XRP ETF trust. All right, this will make trading XRP on the Nasdaq stock market a breeze. Let me remind you that there are days when the stock market gains $1 trillion in market capitalization and loses the same amount, just in case you didn't think it was a big thing. Few hundred billion, that has been true as of late, and the stock market is only getting hotter. When XRP is a part of it and accessible to more people, including institutional investors, banks, and even older retail investors who may be wary of or unfamiliar with cryptocurrency, what do you think will happen? More volume is the answer to that question. In addition, XRP is being used by governments more and more. Bitcoin and other sorts of strategic reserves. You can see which states have formally requested to establish a national Bitcoin reserve on this map. Sure, I can see that more and more states are interested and the number is growing daily. Almost every state has applied, including North Carolina, as you can see here. The remaining two major ones, such as California and New York, have still to come on board. Once all 50 states have formally requested to do so, XRP's volume will increase by the billions of dollars and cryptocurrency will see a flood of new investors. In addition, the S&P 500 is also posting record statistics, which bodes good for XRP's price movement. You guys need to pay attention. The market is currently experiencing a tremendous bull run, which might be the biggest bull run ever. And in the event that this persists, we are about to witness the unimaginable. Actually, not long ago, the price of XRP experienced an unprecedented and completely unprecedented wild swing. Even the S&P 500 is likely to experience this, in my opinion. This volume will naturally also translate. The market capitalization of the S&P 500 has formally increased by $16 trillion from the low in October 2023. For 314 consecutive trading days, that amounts to 50 billion for a total return of 48%. We are still in the first year. Just like that, in almost no time at all, you get returns of 48%. The idea is completely ridiculous. However, let us first put this in context. After 15 months, the S&P 500 has gained 48% or 37% on an annualized basis. Since October 2023, the S&P 500 has achieved a yearly return that is 3.7 times its average. This is so good that not even the top-performing multi-strategy hedge fund could compete. This becomes even more monumental. 3 separate pullbacks, 11%, 5%, and 4% in the past 6 months, were all purchased inside the span of a single month. There was the collapse of the yen carry trade, the US presidential election of 2024, and deep-sea trade war worries. Still, we're 1% lower than our all-time highs. Put simply, the markets have witnessed some of the most significant catalysts in their history. However, we keep chowing down on it and press on with our relentless progress. My buddies, I've never seen anything that brash in my life. A fantastic indicator of the market strength and the quantity of money that is easily available is seeing outrageous catalysts on that level and gobbling them up every time. The market has been facing significant dangers since March of 2020, and the collapse of the yen carry trade on the 5th of August was one of them. During that week, net short holdings on the Japanese yen reached an all-time high. Prior to the financial crisis, this was considerably higher in 2007. Despite our warnings, nobody paid attention when the yen carry trade crashed. The bottom is bought up by everyone and sent to the ultimate stratosphere. This then is my point. It is true that there are moments when we are unable to trade as quickly as we would want. Perhaps we may see a 20% reversal. However, you should scroll down a bit to see past events that occurred under comparable market circumstances. For many reasons, I found 2016 and 2017 to be remarkably comparable. First of all, the Bitcoin halving cycle was halfway over. Concurrently, market sentiment was exceedingly positive. Indeed, a correction did materialize by year's end. Guys, I still believe we have a good 8 to 10 months to build up this runway. Indeed, you should see such opportunities with all your might, as they do not arise frequently. If you return to my previous post from 2017, you will notice that we experienced a significant surge of 378%. Then for a few months, we engaged in sideways trading. That enormous candle came next. Also, I'm of the belief that the latter few weeks of November will be incredibly wild this year. The stage is being set for this historic run in the markets. If you are prepared to take this next step and want to skyrocket your investment returns, hey everyone, just a little reminder that bull runs don't last forever. So let's make the most of this opportunity while we can. Having said that, I felt compelled to mention that we are incredibly near to our next objective of 300 BNB with our Project Fire token, which is mining Bitcoin. An annual output of 33% is being boasted about by this enterprise, plus tokens are currently available for the pitiful sum of about 1.8 cents. What we're doing is mining Bitcoin and then converting it to XRP and HBAR. So I think this product will be a huge hit when it launches. So you can earn a passive income, diver